I was hasty in managing without first understanding the group dynamics, without asking myself, who are these people? What are their values? And then, do you want your name attached to that? Sasa hiyo nimeshikwa, sawa? Umepelekwa stage. Naambiwa, umeambiwa umepiga watu. Imagine it, robbery with violence.
Ngoja, ulikamatwa. Wakasema kabisa. You know, robbery with violence is the worst. Eh?
Yes. Me. The whole time. Again, call it foolish faith. I was like, it will be okay. Do you know, nililala vizuri, usingizi mzuri sana.
Allah. Chini vizuri kabisa.
Nililala mpaka na anaitwa prison warden anaitwa nani. Anakuja asubuhi, anafungua anasema, wewe kwanza mbona umelala vizuri hivyo? Lowest moment in terms of betrayal, but in all that, God still was present. Nikamwambia God, ile uchungu nasikia, it's too much. I feel like I may explode. I'm so angry.
Yeah.
Because I was in a very good place in my industry. My name was big. Now all the endorsements have gone. Maombi ya mama. Maombi ya mama. Mama ndo aliniombea akaniambia acha nikuambia kitu moja Modhoni. This was my mother said one time. I remember calling her and I was in tears. But you know, the whole time this was happening, with this case that was happening, I was still showing up to work. And people even tagging my then station, saying that I need to be fired. Tagging the clients who were having on radio that they want me fired. Mama kaniambia pole mama usijali, lakini nitakwambia kitu moja, machozi yako haitaenda bure. I still get choked up listening and remembering what my mom told me. I was like, Mom, this is not fair. I did not do anything like this. Why am I going through this? Whatever your mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve.
Yo, kama kawaida, karibu sana. This is Tubonge. Kali ni kali, lazima utaikubali. Karibu sana. Tubonge is brought to you by CH Studios, so make sure una come through, ama unaweza kuja kuzungumza nasi kupitia namba yetu ya simu ambayo ni 0722111885. Alright, so far we are doing good shows, ni kibao. Yelsi nateka shows zote hapa unaziona. We have Morata, we have Afron, we have Tubonge, we have Daddy and Mo, we have Love and Legacy, yote ndani ya CH Studios. So we pia kuja create content yako hapa hivi. Namba yetu ya simu nitarudia tena ni 0722111885. Alright, karibu sana. Episode 19, sio? 19 of Tubonge, and it's going good. I hope you're learning something. I hope you're being motivated. Unakuwa inspired to do something with your life. Sindio? All right, leo we are chilling with the queen of radio right now. None other than teacher, aka Mwalimu Rachel. Karibu sana. How are you?
Thank you, Chris.
Uko salama?
It's good to be here. Niko salama salmini, nashukuru.
Kukupata ni shida.
Umenitafuta kwa DM tu siku moja, surely.
Anyway, karibu sana.
Asante.
How's everything?
All is well. Nashukuru.
How's radio?
Oh, radio is now picking up from COVID.
Yeah.
At least I can say we're at a good place. We're in a better place.
It's getting better.
Yeah. Wow, kuna wakati tulikuwa tunaangalia mishahara hivi ni nusu, mara zinaingia kuchelewa sana.
So I was tulikatwa nusu.
Yeah. It was not easy.
It's making sense though right now.
Yeah, right now it's making sense. I'm glad also being new. Okay, relatively new. Now it's 3 years at Kiss FM.
Okay.
So it's good to have the support of the organization, support ya sponsors, advertisers as well. Wanaona kuja, wameona kwamba tumekuja na new flavor even on Kiss with exclusive.
Yeah, I watch it. Amazing.
So,
but then you know, when Kiss, there's this vibe when Kaleche was with Shafi.
Yes.
So you guys just brought that energy back.
Oh, wow.
Just so you know.
Thank you. Those are big shoes to fill, and I'm honored.
You brought that energy comparison back. Should I breakfast?
Hey, once upon a time I did. It was hard. Wakati Kamene na Kibe walitoka Energy Radio.
Yes,
tukiwa hizi studios hapa tu across. It was like a surprise for everyone. So ilikuwa ile ya, hey, who can we just fill into that space?
Okay.
lakini ilikuwa very difficult because nilikuwa nishazoea the afternoon evening slot. Sasa mambo kurauka asubuhi, exclusive ni DJ, usiku yeye yuko club, asubuhi tena kuraukia vipi.
Crazy. So how many years could you say?
Yeah. We're looking at 19 years now.
19. So you started in 2007?
Yeah.
Kama mimi tu.
Yeah.
Kama mimi.
Intern tu. Sina mbele wala nyuma.
Nilianza intern pale KBC. Now at that time, we were paying to be interns. You know that?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
We were paying 740 shillings every month.
Pale
KBC. Alafu, I was just checking you out kidogo. Pia ulianza kama mtu wa Vox Pops.
Yes.
Pale Ghetto Radio.
Yes. That's where it all began.
How important was it starting from down there?
That was a pivotal moment in my journey, and I thank God that I started there. Kwa sababu gani? Kwa sababu number one, unajiforce to get out of your comfort zone.
For sure.
Sa hiyo nilikuwa bado in campus. So in as much as nilikuwa naishi Embu by that time, lakini uswahili mwingi bado nilikuwa nao kutoka Mombasa.
All right.
So my circle of my environment was very different from the ghetto.
Okay.
Sasa ndo nikakuwa introduced to a life I have never seen before. In this our Nairobi, there are parts of Nairobi, even till date I say I may never know.
Of course.
And even back then I probably would never have gone to if si hiyo kazi ambayo ilimpeleka kule kuhoji watu katika the different mitas na ghetto, kujua how they live and how they survive. So I got a new appreciation of life.
There's one thing I hated about doing Vox Pops. Ile wakati unaenda kuomba mtu and then they decline.
Yes!
And people don't know kwamba most of the times you always decline. Watu wanakataa.
Wacha nikwambie. For me it was even the ladies.
You feel rejected, yeah?
Yes, and it always broke my heart that women were not as vocal as the men were.
Yeah.
Be it in issues, social issues, injustice, politics, nini. Wanawake wanaweza ongea off camera na waongee with a lot of sense. Lakini peleka hiyo recorder hapo.
Yeah. Did you ever think at that point, because me remember wakati tuko shule, we were like, when we get on TV already, we want to be the guys in front of the camera, in front of the microphone.
Yes.
Haukuwa jua kwamba utakuwa unaenda kutafuta news mtu atumie. Did you ever think you're going to be such a big household name kwa radio at that point?
I had hope.
You had hope.
One thing is my focus was clear.
Yeah.
I knew I wanted to be somebody. I knew that I wanted to be known for my talent. Na nilikuwa najua kuconnect na watu ni talent yangu.
Right.
First and foremost.
Right.
In whichever field, kuconnect na watu ni talent yangu. Na when now I started seeing glimpses of, this is coming together.
Okay.
That gave me hope that I'm moving in the right direction.
Interesting.
So I may not have seen, I nimeona the big picture, but I knew step by step I just needed to stay hopeful.
Amazing.
Hope is hard to kill. My hope is hard to kill.
Amazing. There's somewhere I saw ukisema your faith is ridiculous. You have foolish faith.
Foolish faith.
Tell me about
foolish faith. And that's why I think even kama ni mtu wa dini na unasoma Biblia, vile watu naambiwa kwamba ulimwengu ama ni ufalme wa mbinguni ni kama watoto.
Yes.
You have to be childlike, not childish, but childlike.
Okay.
Childlike, and now I got to see it even with my son.
Okay.
Is that you don't know how things will work out, but you're just nitalala, nitaamka, nitakula, nitavaa, nitaishi. Now it's going to be okay.
You don't care how, but you just know it's going to happen.
And that is, I think, the foolish faith. Sometimes you go somewhere not knowing the outcome. You don't know if these people are going to pick you when you go for an audition. But you have a lot of optimism that, see me, I've done my all.
Yeah.
So I've done my best.
Yeah.
Yote ni kwa Mungu na mimi nitaenda pale roho juu. I do my best and I come out there proud of myself.
Foolish faith.
Foolish faith. You must have it.
Everybody, when they start radio, they have that first time the microphone will stand on. Me at first time, I remember the first time starting down on air alone. I forgot my name. I forgot where I am. They tell you, ukianza lazima useme your name. Lazima useme back announce. Then now you introduce yourself. Then you tell guys what's coming. Then I forgot my name. I forgot everything. What was your first experience?
Wow, the nerves are definitely there. I think Oh, definitely. My hands were shaking.
Uliandika
That
chini
much
link
I
yako?
know. Of course, I was reading everything. Word for word back at the ha-ha-has.
Okay.
Ya kicheko.
So unaandika hapa tacheka. Ha ha ha.
Nasoma kusoma. And you can imagine back then, bahati hata hatukuwa na hizi makamera na nini ambazo tuko nazo ndani ya radio
Uko peke
stations
yako.
now. You think that would make things easier, but I think it's that voice in your head telling you, what? Everyone is now listening.
Yes.
To
you think everybody's just seated now
Are
listening
you
to you?
sure you're ready for this moment? So definitely nilishake mikono, my voice was shaking. And then the other thing was that even when I listened back to my earlier shows, I didn't like my voice. It was too high, kisoprano kengine, and I think that was because of being nervous and being young and, you know,
Do you listen to yourself?
not knowing how to also control your voice.
Okay.
Because you need to know that, for instance, I've come to know that when I get excited, my voice is I'll shriek.
Pitch in
Itaenda juu.
Okay.
So I have to now control myself at moments and be like, calm down, don't get so excited. Uko hapa na Chris,
Yes.
show kubwa nini. Kwa hivyo, maintain.
Okay.
So with time, I learned how to do that. But the first shows, oh my. Ugh, it was
Usharudi back kusikiza?
zengine zile ambazo I can get a hold of. Because unajua ukitoka station pia inabaki na the producer sometimes pia zinafutwa.
Did you ever do a show at Ghetto?
No, I
You never
never
did?
I never. How now? Look at it this way.
Okay.
Kule ni sheng ile ya mtaani.
Wewe
back in the
nawe
day.
Kiswahili chako ni sanifu.
Thank you. So, and that's why I wasn't even able to go on air because I would not resonate with my audience.
Yeah.
But the 6 months I was there as an intern, oh my goodness, would not trade it for anything else in this world.
So, what's your most memorable moment on radio? To date?
Gosh, Chris, hiyo swali ni kubwa sana.
No,
It's
as in
very
everybody
vast.
has one.
No,
Yeah?
I have so many.
You do?
I have so many. Do you know why?
Why?
Because for me, every single moment that mic goes on, I'm living my dream. I'm living in my fantasy world.
Amazing.
So I feel always privileged, even when there's no big guest. Because sometimes when you ask that question, someone will assume it's when you hosted Rick Ross or when you hosted Akon.
But you did.
Or yes, when you hosted...
Weka picha yake la Rick Ross hapa. Okay.
You know, there's the big personalities. But for me, it is any show where I feel fulfilled having left the audience with something. That is a great show, a memorable show. Whether it is a conversation on phone that I had with someone and they told me they were feeling a bit down and I got to encourage them or to motivate them, or I said something, a quote, just to spur things. That is a moment, bana. So I can't pinpoint. That's one of the hardest questions to ask me, I swear.
It's always like, to me, it's never about the interviews you did. It's all about the difference you made to somebody.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
That's always the most memorable moment. You know, juzi nilikuwa hapa na my friend DJ John Falme. And you saw an interview. And that's why I reached out and I told you, hey, but they come through. You know, you spoke about disobeying God and how it's going to cost you. You know? So juzi I was sitting, I just showed my wife, able to check out what Mwalimu said. And she's like, that is the most important thing. She said, disobeying God and how it will cost you.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Wewe kwani ushaifika point? Unasema kiboko kapokea.
Kwa life, nakwambia. You know, that interview, great interview, by the way, with DJ John Falme. It's so interesting how when everything was happening in his life at that time, like a year before, 2 years before, nakumbuka tuko kwa event pamoja. Tuko tumekaa two place. I think we're waiting for our cars. The event was done. It was me, him, Meja was there, and I can't remember who else. And he was asking you about, hey, ile story yako iliendaje? And of course, speaking about the group that I used to manage, na nikamwelezea, and I broke it down to him and how things just went fueregeshe in front of my eyes.
Okay.
And before I could realize it, issues na kesi.
Yeah.
And he said, maze pole. Yani, nikamwambia, the people you surround yourself with, chunga sana. That you don't have to give everyone access to you. So anyway, Now, when this thing happened to him years later, and I saw it unfolding, I was like, oh my God.
Same thing we talked
Same
about.
Script, different cast, where one of your members initiated a fight. Things went south. But because wewe ndo kuna jina, my friend,
It all goes to you.
wewe ndo utaekewa lawama. And in the process, people will try and take advantage of that and extort your money and, smear your name in the public eye. Because they know in the court of public opinion, you will lose. You as the popular, famous person,
mnyonge atatetewa, wewe ndo utapata tabu.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, what I learned was disobedience. And disobeying God for me was the lesson I had to learn. Disobeying how? Trying to do things my way. Because you think your way is the best way.
So what is that thing you felt like you disobeyed? As in?
Number one, I was hasty in managing without first understanding the group dynamics.
You had your vision. I need to achieve this vision.
Yes. Without asking myself, who are these people? What are their values? And then, do you want your name attached to that? Moreover, bila kuweka Mungu katika mambo yetu, itatukosti. So, when things went south and we broke up as the group and everything, I had to go back and ask myself, okay, if I'm ever to do this ever again, I must involve God from beginning to end. And unajua kuna ile munaomba before show na nini, but the lifestyle is
doesn't,
not
yeah.
haendi hand in hand na kile ambacho Mungu anakuexpect. Because yes, I was in the public eye, we were making money, we were successful, but from a spiritual standpoint, I was doing things my way. And I was trying to control everything instead of asking God, is this really what you want me to do? So now I involve God more. I read the Bible, I pray, I consult. Pia usijione wewe ndo unajua kila kitu. Uliza wengine ambao wamefanya na pia labda hata make their own fair share of mistakes. Learn from that. And then now ask yourself, okay, is this the direction that I want to take? What is the impact that I want to make? And it's not just business. Maybe with what I've been seeing, also people saying business is also very spiritual.
It is.
You know?
It is. There are times you're able to sort things out, you don't even know where it came from.
Exactly. Ask yourself, how does it all come together? Mungu yuko in the midst of everything,
Yeah, when you start business, you feel like this is how it's going to be. Kumbe,
that's what he says.
Mungu amepanga.
Exactly. And Anasema, involve me in everything. In the little, in the much, in the big business, in the small business, in the big idea, in the small idea. Involve me. Ask me. Read the Bible. What does it say about moving in this direction? What should you pray against,
Was that your lowest point?
Oh, yeah.
Ever?
But here's the thing. It was the turning point for me. Mimi kujiona ati niko na kesi. Unajua kuna kitu moja that ilinishock sana. Hata mpaka leo nasema it was the weirdest thing ever. Sasa hiyo nimeshikwa. Sawa? Nimepelekwa stage. Naambiwa umeambiwa umepiga watu. Imagine it, robbery with violence.
Ngoja, ulikamatwa? Wakasema kabisa? Robbery with violence is the worst, eh?
Yes. Me. Hata fine ya polisi siwezi. Yani hata kubreak ile traffic law na ogope. Yani ile, on the straight and narrow. Yes, I pay my taxes on time. In fact, mimi ndo huwa napiga, hebu file kila kitu, weka kila kitu, because me, I don't want stress. And that whole time, nikekwa holding cell. my friends were trying to get a hold of me because walikuwa wanataka kunipigia. Mimi nasema iko sawa, this is a small misunderstanding. There's no way that this is going to be an issue. This is a small misunderstanding. I'll be out. Tell me how I ended up sleeping on a Friday cell. And I could not believe this was me. And the whole time, I'm still not calling people, big people that I know, kwa simu, mi sijui yu ufala ni gani ya, this thing would blow over.
You don't know what's going on.
This thing will blow over. There's no need of involving people. There's no need of, letting it go out. Because also, I saw the implications to the entire group. So I was trying to protect everything and just keep it quiet. Trying to handle things quietly, modestly. Kikaniramba. But anyway, nilala siku moja usiku. The following morning is when now, of course, my lawyer was involved in everything. But there's something I've been learning of late. Peace that surpasses all human understanding. And maybe this is this testimony I was to come out with.
Okay.
The whole time, again, call it foolish faith. I was like, it will be okay. Do you know, nililala vizuri, usingizi mzuri sana.
Salala. Chini vizuri kabisa.
Nililala mpaka naitwa prison warden anaitwa nani? Anakuja asubuhi, anafungua anasema, wewe kwanza mbona umelala vizuri hivyo? Akaniangalia hivi lakini akasema, you're not even supposed to be here. I can tell whatever it is wanasema, okay, ni vile tu lazima tufuate lakini you're not meant to be here. Unafanya nini hapa? Nikamwambia wrong company. Wrong people, wrong company. And now I'm facing the consequences. So, lowest moment in terms of betrayal, but the turnaround point for me to realize, this is not the direction to go. But in all that, God still was present.
Amazing.
Bado alikuwa na mimi, akinipatia peace ambayo siwezi eleza. Nilala vizuri, nikaamka, nikaenda nyumbani. But then later on, of course, now with the backlash that was happening online, and I had to now close the door on that and deactivate my accounts for a while because now that is what was eating at me. And people saying all manner of things as though they know me and know the situation. Na watu pia walikuwa wamelipwa pale kusmear. And I had to remind myself, who are you? It's not what people say about you, it's who you are.
Talking about betrayal.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about it. The biggest betrayal.
Here's the thing. Never ever think that you're special, that it can't happen to you. You hear stories of people who are betrayed by business partners, spouses, you name it. And you think, me, I'm too good of a person.
Can never happen to me.
It can never happen to me.
Yeah.
I cross my T's and dot my I's. It could never happen to me. Why would they? What's the reason behind it? And then you discover people are different. Values are different. Kuna wale ambao, unajua, hata kama mimi wakati huo sikuwa nimeshikilia Mungu sana, but bado nilikuwa na fear of God.
You know this.
Bado naogopa. So there's a line I will not cross.
Yeah.
Because I fear God.
There's a fear of God,
The fear of God is the beginning
we thank
of
our parents
wisdom.
for that. Yes.
That fear of God will keep me away from certain things or doing certain things that I could still do it and get away with, but najua Mungu
ananiona.
Ananiangalia.
Yeah.
So, the betrayal was the same people I was trying to cover were the same people working to bring my name down. Because what they thought was the truth, and it wasn't. hate going back to the facts and going back to the story
Not
because
necessary.
you already know people will come online and say, where would I achilia? I have healed and I moved on. But let me say this. That story is mine to own. And you can never take that story from me.
For sure.
Whether they want me to speak on it or not, the facts are the facts. And that same story and that episode in my life has brought me to this moment in time. I am not ashamed of the lessons that I've learned.
Interesting.
Because those that watch and may come out and have their own theories would never try something like managing a group of 5 people, win awards, structure a business, and elevate the lives of young people the way that I and my company did. Because I had, of course, people help me behind the scenes.
Of course. What did you learn from the betrayal and from the closest people you're always trying to protect, who are the people who will always try to put you down?
Business is business. Friendship must come after, if at all. Si lazima, mukwe mabeste. Just get your business in order. Involve lawyers. Now I am so lawyered up, it's crazy.
Bring it on. Niko tayari.
I am lawyered up every step.
Yeah.
Even with my house manager, I am lawyered up. Yes, I have a contract with my house manager. And to be honest, the way the world is moving, where everything and let me say, many people feel entitled that they can put anything online about you.
Yes. So unfortunate.
When you go to higher levels and you rise to certain levels, hauna budi ila could protect kile ambacho ume put together over the years. Now, your name is very important. Your reputation is very important in this industry. I learned that, protect your name at all costs. Mm-hmm. I learned that sometimes it's okay to stay quiet or silent. And sometimes it's important for you to speak out.
Interesting.
It's a matter of timing.
You talked about recognizing the seasons in your life, yeah? Mm-hmm. And I want to know what season you are in right now. And how is it important to recognize the season you are in your life?
Oh, yeah. That's a very good question. I'm in the season of going back to the basics.
Okay.
Going back to the basics. In all manner and aspects of my life, on radio, going back to the basics of connecting with my audience and not just about saying what is happening on social media, the gossip sites,
yes.
what's trending, da-da-da-da. That's all well and good.
There's more to
because,
that.
Yes, people will still talk about what is also being talked about.
Yeah.
But there's also a different aspect to it. What am I feeding my audience at the end of the day? So that, again, I feel that fulfillment of I achieved what I wanted to do and I rose to my call of duty and maybe even went beyond my call of duty. So doing that extra research, connecting with people qua ground. And that's why even on Saturday, the 21st, I have an event that I'm having with, we call each other Tribe MRX.
Okay.
And what we do is, this is something we've been doing, but now more intentional this year, getting young people, because I love to mentor young people, because I believe we all need that person to hold our hand and guide us kidogo. We'll still have to, they'll still need to put in their work and do the homework, but direction kidogo inasaidia.
Of course.
So with me meeting up with them, it's looking at how are you impacting your community? How are you leveling up in your life as well as a young person? What are your talents? And, motivating them kidogo tu ndo wasi give up, because this life can be tough.
Yeah.
So doing more of that. And, when we meet on Saturday, we are able to even map out what activities can we have the whole year in this 2026. That way, kama ni clean up ya our communities, kama ni talent showcase, kama ni mentorship sessions that I have where I welcome people like you to come and speak to young people.
Mimi ndo nahitaji kuwa mentor kabisa.
Mimi pia niko na mentor na wewe pia una mentor wengine, unaona?
I understand.
Yes. Yeah. So I mean that season of going back to the basics. Why it's important for you to recognize the season that you're in is so that, number one, you pray the right prayer. You need to pray the right prayer to unlock. What do I mean by that? Huwezi kuwa unaombea Rolls Royce
na vits hata haujui kui
na hata una DL, driving license.
That's true.
But kama you're an intern somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And you want to level up, then you pray for a prayer of, align me with the right people. Connect me to the right people.
To help me level up.
To help me get to that next phase in my life.
That's true.
You see?
That's true.
Because Mungu hatatushuka akubariki, hatanibariki through wewe. Wewe through mtu mwingine. Somebody who gives you a chance. You meet someone randomly at an event. They say, I like what you did. Here's my card. Oh, I like how you speak. Here, I have this cooperative. And then that unlocks something, and then that unlocks something. So I'm in that season now of, back to basics, and I'm praying to God to carry me through. And it's important for you to know the season that you're in so that you pray the right prayer and then things start happening and you stay consistent with that.
Talking about prayer, you said kwamba God has fought for you. Yani, you have seen about how God fought for you, yani. Yeah?
Hey, Chris.
Tell me about one situation that you said, man.
Amen.
Ni God hapa. For real, yani. Hapa he truly fought for me.
There've been many episodes where God has come through for me. And sometimes I'm even shocked. But, and this is something I even commented on kwa hiyo post, nikaona how God said, be quiet. And I had to surrender. Nikaambia God, ile uchungu nasikia, it's too much. I feel like I may explode. I'm so angry.
Yeah.
Because I was at a very good place in my industry. My name was big. Now all the endorsements have gone.
Yeah, you talked about it, and we're going to talk about the endorsements going.
Endorsements went. People who had faith in me, of course. And in a way, you'll be upset, but then you'll understand because a business will always protect itself first. Corporates will protect themselves first. Hata kama mko mabeste aje, hata kama wanakujua wewe.
At a personal level.
Na wanajua you never do such a thing.
Yeah.
They know this. In fact, they're like, what are these people saying? But because of people in the comment section and people saying all manner of lies. And it makes
them a cancel attitude.
Yes, that cancel culture. Then they opt to stay away because, atutaki your bad rep. Sindio? So, I remember at my lowest and I was really angry and I was like, it's so unfair. I cried out to God. I said, this is so unfair. Ndio najua sijakuwa mtu wa dini sana. But at least unajua nimekuwa nikikuogopa. Nimekuwa nikisema shukrani, nimekuwa okay. And this level of the magnitude of how things went through, I did not deserve this. This I did not deserve. So I want to let go of this pain. I really wanted to fight back with the muscle that I had and words pale online. Na kitu moja ni eti sisi hata growing up, again, when it comes to values, sijui matusi. Sijui kutukana. Hiyo ni skill, I know.
Ukileta sitaleta.
Sindio? Mimi sasa sijui. Kwa sababu nini? Again, naogopa. Mdomo, what I will say. My parents are still very part and parcel of my life. They still fear my parents.
Yeah, we have to.
The millennials ni hawa. Wenye tunaogopa wazazi wetu mpaka walewa. At my big age. Naogopa baba yangu atatoka huko aje anifinye masikio. Unaona? Labda ni trauma.
That's true, man.
Yeah? mama yangu naogopa vile tembe hapana hivyo si vizuri. And they do. I mean, I'm surrounded by love from my family. So that fear of disappointing them and saying something that is nasty online, and the fact that I really don't have the vocabulary, I don't. Ikanilazimu ninyamaze. Na Mungu akaniambia wewe tulia. Hakuniongelesha, but wacha tu niseme circumstances around me. You know when people say God told me, you think kwani alikuongelesha kwa usingizi?
What is happening?
Just circumstances forced me to stay quiet. A court order was issued, which I also initiated for this thing not to be talked about, so that first it's handled in court. Because I said, where it matters most is my freedom, my God. Forget public opinion. You may hate me, nita survive. Lakini kuwekwa ndani wewe for something you did not do. That one is what I had to focus on. So, after that, what transpired? And it didn't happen overnight. A year, 2 years later. Chris, when I tell you, Mungu aliniambia, I will show them now. Now it's the time for me to act. Niliona tu watu vitu zinawaendea mrama. The same things I warned them about happened. The backstabbing that was done happened to them as well, within the same circle. It's unfortunate. I do not rejoice at all. And you've never even seen me go online and say, I told you so, nyef. Maybe, okay, once, maybe. Mtu ataleta a screenshot, say, hii ulisema, okay, maybe once. I have my moments. I'm a human being. Human. Okay. But then after that, I was like, okay, I don't rejoice in downfall. I don't rejoice in somebody else going through misery, but Mungu afanye kazi yake. That's what I say. Mungu afanye kazi yake. I will not stand in God's way. And he even says, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. So wacha Mungu. Not my hand was involved at all. Me sinasema I accepted. Nikajita mkutano. I took accountability for where I faltered. And I said, I've let go. Now, moving forward into the future with my life, my family, my business, let me just forge forward. And whatever happened, happened.
Amazing. Tell you about lost opportunities.
Ukasema
zilirudi lakini.
Yeah.
Tell you about lost opportunities.
Unajua God is a God of restoration pia, eh?
So tell me about
Times
that moment
7.
when you lose opportunities and then now coming back, bado.
Oof. Yeah, it's, again, I think it's, and I know this interviews, Mungu atakuwa mentioned mara nyingi, but
it's okay.
Imagine that is all I have. That is my testimony.
100% okay.
That is my testimony.
Yeah, man.
Honestly, because bouncing back from what I have bounced back from, this is my story and this is the truth that I have to share. Ni God. All the endorsements that I lost, from big corporates, from events to even personal business, because I also do have a company.
Yeah, the media company.
Yes, MRX Media. Of course, everyone pulled out because they're like, until this thing is resolved, we don't want to be involved. But then later now, it's about re-establishing those networks. You know, it takes many years to build networks.
Yes, that's true.
In any industry, people's hands you need to shake. Businesses, sometimes unachukua pro bono to prove that you can do the work.
Of course.
So I had to go back to that again. I had to stand from the ground up, and like I told you, down to the basics. It is, how can I introduce myself to you? Watu ambao pia tulikuwa tunafanya kazi back then, so wali move. So a new crop of, say, managers, people who now work in these organizations came in, and this issue was in the past.
Okay.
So now they're like, oh, you're this person. Oh, this is what you do. Okay, here's the event I want you to.
Wow. So you had to create a whole new connection, new contacts.
Maintaining also the ones that you have before is important. The ones that know you and they know your character and they can speak for you. I'll never forget the good people from all seasons. Let me just give them a shout out. then an agency.
Okay.
And when the issue was in court about this, anyway, this ridiculous case, I requested them to write me a letter so that I can present it in court and tell them that, with what is happening and people speaking about me on social media is affecting my business and my bag.
Okay.
So it is an issue that needs to be handled in court. Na watu kwa sababu watu walikuwa nalipwa, watu walilipwa.
Maskini. Da.
Watu walilipwa hizo shilingi sijui kama ni 200, 500 back in the day. Waandike all manner of lies. Kila mtu anajua, kila mtu ni specialist, kila mtu supposedly knew what was happening at that time. So by that now, and showing the court that yes, there's reason as to why this needs to be taken out of public domain, so that now it's handled in court. And any case that is in court cannot be talked about by media stations. For those of us who know media ethics, kuna wale ambao
subjudice, right?
Sijui mulipitia shule gani,
you cannot talk about things that are in court.
You can't,
especially that's active in court.
Exactly, but people were doing it. Bloggers were doing it. Some mainstream media were doing it. It was very disappointing. So anyway, they stood by me and they said, don't worry, si tunaendelea na wewe hata kwa hii campaign that we were doing, so don't worry. Na nikamaliza hizo miezi. Imagine, Mungu pia anajionyesha in his own way. They actually stood by me and they were able to, enable me to finish my contract. At least money was coming in for me to go and show up in court. Yeah.
What is the craziest thing ambayo iliandikwa kwa mtandao mpaka huyu ni mimi kweli hapa ni mtu mwingine unazungumzia?
I don't even want to talk about it.
It's okay.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want
to talk about it.
Robbery with violence. How? Hata bila shaga.
Ndio maana nasema hiyo naachia Mungu. Niliachia Mungu.
What keeps you going every day, Mwalimu? You are up, you're running your business. You go on radio. And you have to sound fresh every single day. You are a mom.
Yeah.
You're doing your own personal businesses. What keeps you going, man?
Well, first of all, I have a very amazing supportive support system. My family. My parents are still there. Ni watu ambao, minajua maombi ya mama. Maombi ya mama.
Man.
Mama ndo aliniombea akaniambia wacha nikuambia kitu moja Modhoni. This was my mother said one time. I remember calling her and I was in tears. The whole time this was happening on with this case that was happening, I was still showing up to work. And people even tagging my then station saying that I need to be fired. Tagging the clients we were having on radio.
My goodness.
That they want me fired. And thank God my then boss still stood by me and made sure that I still am on air every day. But sometimes, sasa hiyo wakati wa breakfast show, nilikuwa nafanya breakfast, alafu after that, nakimbia kotini. And one time I broke. I was so tired. Again, I was so angry. It's like, how is this happening to me? I called my mom. Just before, was it after the show had ended in the morning? And I called her in tears. I remember I was at a corner. And I cried. I was like, Mom, this is not fair. I did not do anything like this. Why am I going through this? My mom akaniambia, pole mom. Mom, usijali. Lakini nitakwambia kitu moja, machozi yako haitaenda bure. I still get choked up listening to and remembering what my mom told me. She told me, Mom, your tears are not in vain. Na mimi nitapiga magoti na nitaomba. Machozi yako haitaenda bure. Akaniambia, take heart na uendelee kuomba.
Wow, that is powerful.
Maombi ya mama.
It's very important.
Maombi ya mama. So that keeps me going. Praying and crying out to God in sincerity. When I'm going through the most and things are heavy. I do. I break down. I cry. I pray. I also try and live a very, well, not very, but a reasonably healthy lifestyle. Where, you know, exercise helps for you to get out the stress ya maisha. When it's sleep time, I sleep, and I sleep very well, and I thank God for sleep. Hey, usingizi ni nzuri bana. Unalala, unapumzika, unaacha worries za kesho, Mungu atapanga. Yeah.
Wow. Man, Mom, please continue praying. That is
Mom,
amazing.
I love you.
You know, I'm looking at it this way because, you know, with our job, people, it's like a cup and people are always taking.
Yeah,
but most of the time, nobody gives you.
Hey, when you go through it, you go through it more or less alone. Your friends will be there. You're in a circle, and I'm blessed to have a circle of friends who, whenever I feel down, I can call on them, and they also encourage me. And we even go to church together. They're my girls since campus days. Hata wako kwa limelight hawajulikani. So they will be there to a certain extent. But I also don't expect them to always be there.
Yeah, they have a life also.
They have a life. You have to be realistic. Appreciate them for what they do and the way they contribute to your life. And huko kwingine, you have to figure it out.
You know, you've talked about the way people, fans, walikuwa wanakuja wanaambia your bosses how they need to get rid of you, you know? And you're famous and you work with so many famous people. What is that one thing you've learned about fame?
It's very, very, is it fickle? It's seasonal. Seasonal. Leo, they will love you because of something really, tuseme, awesome or moving that you did.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Praises from left, right, and center. Oh, God bless you. Hey, you're great. Hey, you're doing such a good job. Hey, you are this. But the minute you either get into a difficult situation or you make a mistake or you go against what they believe is the way to do things, the same people will be the same people to come and drag you down.
You know, there's something that T.I. said, when you live by the cheers, you will die by the booze.
You will live by you'll die by the booze. Yeah. Yeah. That's why when don't let the praises get to your head.
They should never get to your head.
Don't. Just understand and say, thank you, accept the accolades and everything, but understand that you have your life also away from the limelight and from the fame. The fame comes and goes. It's seasonal. But in the process of you being in that, because there's also, awezi sema sitaki, nitajifungia kwa nyumba, sitawaitoka, it's the life that, you know, we chose. It comes with it.
Yeah.
But move in a way that, you know, I also have my life. Should this fame end today, naweza enda nifungue kabiashara kangu na mambo endelee nikiwa sijulikani. That's why even, do you know, I easily go to town. Mimi huenda town.
No pressure.
Sitavati makofia na madigoga na manini.
Hivo.
Hapana.
I like
nitaenda. The other day watu walikuwa nacheka. Ndio, okay, nilienda na Uber, sikupanda matatu.
Okay.
Hey, don't expect too much also from me. So, my parents sent me food from Embu. Embu is very rich, you know, the soil is very rich and fertile. So kama ni mahindi, matunda, maavocado,
viazi vitamu, zote
zaja. Na wanatuma na matatu.
Ama matatu.
Ile neno sako.
Yes.
Na nitaenda vizuri pale tea room, niende nichukue gunia yangu, niambie mtu haya nisaidie kubeba. Tuende pale nichukue sasa kama ni cab na nirudi home. And even the cab driver was like, alikuwa ananijua at first. Alikuwa hayuko sure, alafu ndo baadaye akaniambia, yani hata wewe mwalimu unaletewa mzigo kutoka ushago na unaenda unachukua. Na naambia sasa nikufe njaa. Na nyumbani tuna mazuri.
Kuna kila kitu.
Mimi nitaenda.
Amazing. You know, there's a video you did kitambo. I don't even know if you remember. You're talking about the pressure. You don't allow this pressure to get to you. Kama ni gari, unatumia gari yenye uko nayo mpaka you feel like, okay, now I can upgrade to another. Yani hauna hiyo pressure. It was just before you bought your Mercedes.
Correct.
You spoke about it. You can say, well, you're telling guys how they can change your life, invest in other things. Usiwe na pressure ya maisha.
Imagine usiwe na pressure. Na hiyo gari niliendesha for 7 years. Saa hii iko Embu. More or less nilipatia baba yangu.
Amazing.
Nilipatia pesa kidogo sana. Mzee hapo linikoni lakini sawa.
Babako haina shida sawa.
Ni babangu jamani. So nilimgift. And I stayed without a car for about 2 years. Ilikuwa tu ni taxis.
How could you feel your pressure?
No, what I felt was the inconvenience. It's the
inconvenience. Watu wanasema, mwalimu ana gari.
It is the inconvenience of, oh my God, I want to go somewhere and now I have to wait. Mtu ana cancel. Hey, imeleta ngapi? You're like, we bana, kuja tu nichukue, kunanyesha. I just want to go home. It's the inconvenience that I didn't like. But at the pressure of, gosh, gari yako iko wapi? No, it's just, sina kwa sasa. Sasa hii, gari iko garage. Na tembea tu na cab na ngojea sasa nipewe the replacement car nitumie in the meantime.
No pressure. What are your daily battles, Mwalimu? Every day you wake up and this is your daily battle.
My daily battles. It's how do I make it better than yesterday? But also I don't want to put too much pressure on myself that I have to. Sometimes, by the way, it's okay not being pale juu. Sometimes just cruise. It's okay. You get by.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
I may have 5 items I want to do on my to-do list. I'm not able to do all of them. Maybe just one. Show up to work. And be happy at least while you show up to work. Uliamka kuchelewa. Sometimes I'm like, I want to wake up, do a run, then do this, and then shoot a content, and then but mwili pia unajua mimi pia mwanamke hormones zetu juu chini.
Sometimes you just don't feel like.
Sometimes I don't even want to get out of bed. I just want to sleep, right? But I tell myself, okay, if for me dressing up and showing up to work, having achieved that I put this outfit together, that is my achievement. Then that is fine.
And you'll not take it away from me.
And I'm like, I'm okay with this one achievement today. Nimeamka, nashukuru Mungu, niko healthy, nanywa maji, nimevaa vizuri, nimeenda kazi. Na naweza kuongea na Wakenya kila siku mamilioni na ni enjoy na nicheke.
Alhamdulillah, nashukuru.
Niko sawa.
I'm okay.
I'm very okay.
You know, what is the best, the deepest life quote you've ever had? That way when I say this is deep, you go with.
Deepest life quote. Wow. You know, I read a lot,
You do?
I do. So every quote is like something I have, written.
Give me one that
somewhere.
comes to your head. Okay.
I wouldn't say it word for word. There's a couple. So let me see if I can do like 1 or 2.
Okay.
There's something that Robin Sharma says in his book, The 5 a.m. Club. And it tells of a story of basically how you can have self-mastery in whichever field you're in, and not be sucked into the 99% of people who just do things kawaida. You know, that, I just went, I clocked in, I did work, and I'm waiting for my paycheck. It's how do you wake up every day saying, I want to be one of the 1%ers. Yeah? The ones who go beyond, the ones who do more, the ones who challenge themselves on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Self-mastery here is not being comfortable and being in that comfort zone. It's always on to the next, do something, excite your life, because that's where also excitement for life comes in.
Yeah.
If you do things the same kila siku, then the same results will be there, and it's not right. It's not very exciting, rather.
Yeah.
So it's about self-mastery. I don't have the quote. I can just say in general, okay? The other quote that this one is a quote for sure, and my dad printed it out and stuck it on our wall. I remember. Ilikuwa kwa dining area wall. And I believe, I don't know if it was Napoleon or someone who said this, but whatever your mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve.
Wow. Whatever your mind can conceive and
believe,
you can definitely achieve.
And it's similar to what the Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he. So what do you believe? What are you feeding your mind with? What do you tell yourself constantly? Yeah, I believe I can do this. Then you can achieve it. However crazy it may sound to other people, unajiambia nini?
When it's all said and done, kwa sababu kuna wakati pia sisi tutaenda. What is that one thing you want to be remembered for?
A legacy of self-belief. A legacy of foolish faith.
Foolish faith. It comes again. Foolish faith.
That is so important. And I think when especially you are in your 20s, you're seeing that nini as so far. It's, oh my God, will I ever? It's so unachievable. Like, no one has done this.
Yes.
Just because someone hasn't done it
doesn't mean it can't be done.
Doesn't mean it cannot be done.
Yeah.
For sure. When, for instance, again, hii craziness tu yangu, ndio niseme, I'm going to put up a billboard to tell people about my website. And I asked my friend, normally I've been seeing products being advertised on billboards. Can you, as an individual, put yourself up as a billboard?
Yeah.
And this person was like, actually, yes, you can. So long as it's not nudity, it's not vulgar, nini. You can actually put yourself on a billboard. Leka moja mpaka road. Announce nikaenda photo shoot vizuri. You see how crazy you have to be.
Oh my.
Yeah? Nikaenda photo shoot vizuri. Nika announce hapo, and he just had the website www.mwalimurachel.com. With my picture there with headphones. The site crashed because of, traffic, and everyone was like, what is this? Who is this?
Hold up, that wasn't done by the media house you are in?
No. I invested.
Do you have a picture of the billboard?
Yeah.
Please. Put it up here.
Ilikuwa kubwa pale mpaka road.
Amazing.
Ilikaa hapo for 1 month. And even then, people didn't understand. Like, that was a lot of money.
I know.
How much did I spend? About 300,000 back then.
Yeah, because you have to print the flexi.
Yeah.
And then now put up the billboard and
Mimi
then
hata sijui process. Mimi nilisema tu, I just want that picture with the website on a billboard. That's all I want. So the person now akashughulikia huku nyuma nini. Aya, na nikaambiwa ndio hiyo inawekwa, nikatuma mapicha, alafu nikaenda nikadrive mwenyewe nikaiangalia, sema wow, looks nice.
Now look, every influencer is doing that.
See?
Dancing
on TV.
Yeah.
Let me flex a bit. I was telling this group, the Tribe MRX people I was telling you about, because there's even a WhatsApp group for these young people. It's just mentoring that I try to do even on WhatsApp. And nikamwambia, mnajua kabla hizi shows kubwa, I hope I can mention them.
Yes, please.
The 10 over 10s,
yes.
The gani ingine ambao you see the host dancing, nini. Impia kina Kalondu, nimesahau, forgive me Kalondu.
Yeah.
But yes.
Kuna hii pia kina Claudia, I think.
Yes.
This is a friend of mine at NTV.
Yeah. So, this one time, okay, nikiwa msichana mdogo, niko Homeboys Radio. Homeboys Radio came up with a show called Homegrown. Ambayo ilikuwa KBC.
I remember Homegrown. Ilikuwa KBC.
Yes.
Your time ilikuwa KBC.
Sunday. where all other TV stations would play gospel music and videos, yeah. Homeboys ikasema sisi tunaenda against the grain.
Let's do homegrown.
They were like, let's do secular on a Sunday. What? Yeah, and only strictly Kenyan music. We're like, yes, sawa. So Rachel, because radio na TV tulikuwa the same place, the production. Akasema utakuwa host, DJ Hassan atakuwa the DJ. Fanyeni hii kitu. Akasema sawa. Now, what we didn't know is that on the back end, we were getting a lot of hate mail or messages, SMSs, people saying, how dare you play secular?
On a Sunday.
Siku ya gospel.
Mungu leo.
But anyway, the story is this. Because I love music and I love dancing, when the concept was that the music videos ndo zinaonyeshwa kwa screen.
Yes.
Sawa. Yes. Na DJ, na ile mikono nini cutaways kidogo. Lakini, because I was there, mi nilikuwa tu najibamba. Tukiwa na DJ Hassan. Cameraman akasema, let me try something different. Nikajiona pale, because we could see what is also being shot on camera, right?
Yeah,
nikajipata niko kwa screen. So, cameraman akasema, I hope you're okay. Nikamwambia, tuendelee. So I started dancing. And then before you knew it, it started it became a thing. Now I was dancing, the music is playing, unaona the music video kidogo, mara unaniona pale kwa screen, nikismile, nikidance, niriri, haya kidogo, mziki naendelea, kidogo haya Rachel, we're cutting back to you, unasikia sasa kwa hiyo talk back, haya Rachel tunarudi kwako,
say something,
haya changamka kidogo, uko pale unaona.
Yeah. You know the funny bit, at a gospel shows now have that.
Yes. And it all started, before me, maybe there wasn't a squad meona, but I was in my craziness in the moment and just living life and being in the moment and loving what you do and being it actually radiates when you love what you do.
Wow.
And that is how that happened.
Just because it hasn't been done.
Yes.
Doesn't mean?
It cannot be done.
Amazing. Wow. We're an exclusive, man. Mm-hmm. You guys have amazing chemistry, by the way.
Thank you.
We fight. For how long? I know. That is the chemistry. Like, I know, man. At MC, you guys do an amazing job together.
Thank you.
Man, Yani, thank you. How's your son? I know you keep it private, kidogo, but
transparency. Yeah. Man, I'm going through one of the most interesting times of my life. Ndo sasa yuingia.
Pretty.
Sasa yuko pretty. He's 12. My friend.
Interesting. Just like my daughter.
Hey.
She's turning, I think, 13 this year.
Tupewe classes jamani ya kuwa wazazi. Because what is this?
Umeanza kujifunza, me, I'm learning easy language zao hizi. Basin. I'm trying.
I'm also trying.
I was Googling it.
Yeah, akina brain rot and
brain rot, bed rot, 6, 7.
You're like, what? So
no cap. Hey,
yeah. It's a very interesting time. It's exciting also. I'm taking it a day at a time. And then again, the fact that he's a boy, I'm a woman, I'm a girl. So I'm like, how do you people think in reverse?
Yeah, I know. But it's amazing. You're doing an amazing job, man. I always make it not more than an hour, so we pass an hour. But
okay.
Tukimalizia, what is that last thing? That's one thing you'd love people to know, tukimalizia.
Wow.
That's on camera.
Okay. Oof. One thing I would like for you to embrace is that you're having an experience here on earth. Maisha ni moja. We're all spirits experiencing an earthly experience and a human experience at that. That means it comes with lessons along the way, and you have to fail at something for you to get the lesson. You honestly cannot get the lesson if you don't fail.
True.
So embrace failure. Take it up all in stride. Fall forward or fail forward, meaning you take the lessons and be better. Accountability along the way, of course. And please enjoy the ride. In as much as the chaos is there, the difficulties are there, challenges of life, you must try and extract some joy out of this thing called life. In whichever stage you are in, ukiwa unatama kutafuta hiyo kazi, ukiwa una struggle kuget hizo views on YouTube, ukiwa unapambana na shule na masomo, you must strive. And it's a fight. But that's your life. You must fight to extract some joy out of it. Ndio maana watu wanasema raha jipe mwenyewe. No one else is responsible for that. Only you can do that for yourself. And I hope this encourages you to keep on moving. Never ever give up. Na ushikilie Mungu. Involve God. Please involve God. I promise you, atakusurprise. Mpatie tu kidogo tu ile wacha nionje tu, wacha nijaribu nione. Wacha jaribu hii kitu inaitwa kwenda kama ni mosque, kama ni kanisani ama whichever place of worship. Wacha nijaribu tu. Wacha nishikilie Biblia once or twice. Nianze tu mdogo. You will see a big change in your life. The peace that comes with that, the clarity that comes with that, the confidence that comes with knowing who you are and what your Creator says you are and what you can do will help you push past obstacles in your life.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, tushamaliza. What's up with the Tanzanians?
The Tanzanian video. Unajua Tanzania nimeenda twice. One Dar, alafu Arusha.
Okay.
So while I was there, I got this bracelet.
Okay.
But also napenda Tanzania. Kwa nini? It's very similar to Mombasa.
True.
Very similar. I mean, we are cousins.
Kabisa. Amazing, man. Thank you very much. One thing I've taken from all this is when Mom called you and told you your tears will never go.
Oof. Yeah.
That's big. Oh yeah, kama kawaida, that has been Tubonge with none other than Mwalimu, the queen of radio. Thank you very much. You should start your show, by the way.
I should.
You should, the Mwalimu show. Studio
niombe.
Studio ndo hii.
Najua.
Your office is just
unatafuta biashara. I like the way you think.
We can even partner. We should.
We should think about something,
office yako sini hapa tu.
Yeah.
Create your own thing.
Wacha tuweke yote kwa maombi nione, because I also want something that, makes sense.
Yeah.
So unajua?
You should. Yo, kama kawaida kali ni kali, lazima tuikubali. This has been Tubonge. Till next time. Bye.